Welcome back, guys. It's Katie from This Is Our Home. I wanted to give you weekly update number 3. I am not sitting in the bedroom this time because my life's a little nuts right now. This is a lot later than I normally do the updates in the day because the plumber just left, my general contractor just left, and I'm trying to work around the kids right now. So you'll have to excuse me if I keep getting interrupted, but really quickly, I just wanted to walk you through kind of what happened this week. The garage sale went great. We sold quite a bit of stuff. I would say about half of the things we brought we ended up selling, which is pretty good. I think between the garage sale and the Facebook sales, we've made about $1,100 doing that, so pretty decent. I think it's gonna wind up paying for a good portion of our fridge, which is awesome. And then it doesn't have to come out of our budget that we had for the remodel, so any little bit helps when you got a big project going on. The other thing that happened is, there's a lot that's happened. We got the cement blocks out of the basement. There's a story with that I'll show you when I'm walking around, and we also have a video that I will insert in here. The cement cutters ended up cutting I think 3 pipes when they cut the foundation on accident. They thought our foundation was a little thicker than it actually was, so that was a problem. But that's okay. It wasn't a big deal. It was like 5 days without a kitchen and without a laundry, so I'm a little behind on my laundry and my kitchen stuff, but it was okay. It was pipes that needed to be fixed anyway, so we're just gonna move on and just forget that happened. So let me think about the other stuff that's happened. There's been a lot. Our contractor started framing, so that's exciting. We have walls up. Well, not actually walls, just boards, studs, up along the basement. I'll show you guys that. Pretty cool. Let me think. The contractor started framing. The window wells are done. He came back on that Saturday and fixed the window wells. So those are finished, and that's what the contractors are using to like bounce in and out. Let me think. Oh, we took down a kitchen wall. That was a big deal. Figured out a way to do it much easier than that little half wall that we did before. And then we also started demoing out the island of closets. I will show you guys that right now. So what I'm gonna do with this update is I'm gonna walk around to the different areas, just point the camera at it and kind of explain to you guys where we're at and what we're doing with that, since I'm kind of limited on time with this weekly update. So bear with me. It's gonna be a little funky style here, but we'll get through it just fine. Okay, so kitchen. There is no wall anymore. There used to be a wall that went pretty much from here all the way over with a little tiny opening for a doorway here, if you guys remember. I can see if I have a picture or a clip that I can insert so you guys can see, but here is the damage that we have made. Damage slash progress. Basically the end of this cabinet is plaster. So I was sitting here like demoing away, and I'm like ripping at the bottom piece here, and then all of a sudden I could see like my spice cans in there, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, there is no board there. They just literally built this cabinet to the plaster, so that piece is staying for a bit. We hung up our electrical cords way up here with the switches, so little 3-year-old can't get into them. These are the closets that I was talking about demoing. This is the island of closets that have started to, we did this last night after the kids went to bed. We do a lot of stuff after the kids go to bed as far as demo goes. We have to do quiet demo, which is like kind of funny because what it even is quiet demo. I don't know. Fortunately, our kids are pretty good sleepers. So this is, we took out, this used to look like this basically. There were just these cedar boards. And this wall is now down to just the plaster. This is the back of the plaster here. So we just gotta push that through, take the walls, the studs down. There's no baby in here anymore. He moved in with his sister. So That's something we've been wanting to do for a while, and we made that transition 2 nights ago, and so far it's been great. They've been doing really well together, which I did not think was gonna happen, so thank God for small favors. I think we already showed you guys this, that we took this out. That was a week 2 project, I think. Hopefully you can see that, it's probably backlit, but if you notice, like, the boards are gone here. And I'm gonna have to stop and attend to the baby real quick. Okay, got the baby contained in the jumperoo. The 3-year-old is down for nap time. If you guys hear her, that's because her version of nap time is actually just what we call quiet time, and she basically just sits in there and sings songs to herself and plays with her toys, because she does not nap. But anyway, there is our used to be wall. So this kitchen, as you can see, all of a sudden is becoming very open, and when that island gets demoed out, it's gonna be really open. So exciting stuff. And let me put my shoes on here. That basement is kind of a construction zone, as you can imagine. So let's go see the basement. This is also a project we need to do. Had to demo out all those. Oh my gosh, yeah. Brian accidentally broke the steps. Our life has been nuts this week, I'll show you. He accidentally broke the steps here. Taking concrete out of the basement, one of the blocks that we thought was whole was not whole. It had like a fissure in the middle or something, like a little crack. So he was going up the stairs, and then all of a sudden it was like, it just fell apart. It fell into 2 pieces and broke 2 steps. Like one piece fell on one and the other piece fell on the other. So it's just been nuts this week. So where I left you off in last week's update, I was talking about removing the concrete out of the basement. And we did that, and it actually was a pretty painless process. It was a lot easier than we thought it was gonna be, because we don't have very thick foundation, which is a good thing and a bad thing, and I'll show you why that's kind of a bad thing in some ways. So this is what the plumbers just got done doing today. You can see that new line here. This is where the wet bar is gonna be. So I will insert a video because it's just too funny. Brian and I were like, oh, let's take a video of us like moving the cement out. So I set the video camera up, and we were thinking this is gonna be a great little video, and we come over here and we picked up a piece of concrete, and I had the washing machine going, which is like right here, and that line ties into the washing machine. So the washing machine was going, we lifted up the piece of concrete, and then all of a sudden water starts like gushing out of this pipe. Because come to find out, the concrete cutters had sliced that pipe in 2 different spots. So there was like a 3-inch piece of pipe just missing out of the pipe. So water was just flowing everywhere underneath the foundation. So we called our contractor. We also found that he did the same thing to the half bath over there, which I'll show you. He cut the line to the sewer, so that wasn't great. But anyways, we called the contractor, and he said, well, the plumbers aren't coming out for another week, so don't use your kitchen water, don't use your washer and dryer, and don't use the half bath over in the corner. So we lived out of our middle bathroom for the last week. Like, I just washed dishes in our tiny bathroom sink, and we did not do any laundry. So we were stinky people for a little while, but such is life with remodeling. So let me show you guys the framing that's been happening. This is like so exciting. This is the kids' room. So there they are, there's boards. He framed out the whole storage area. So now you guys can actually kind of get a feel for it. Like, this is actually a storage area, it's gonna happen. Yay. Let me see here. So this is the doorway. It's gonna be the doorway into the back storage area there. So the furnace is getting walled off, and the storage, and that is the beginning of the wall. Very exciting stuff. We took the cement out of here. These are, there's 2 of them, one in the front and one in the back. Our contractor is gonna use those to cement in footers for the like big posts for the staircase. So the staircase is like really solid. And he started to frame up the bedrooms. Very exciting, really cool. Let me show you back through here. So when you go down the stairs, you land somewhere right along where that footer is. You're gonna go down a hallway, beep, 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 beep. And then here is the opening into the bedrooms, which is exciting. Here's the doorway to bedroom number 1. And here it is. So this eventually will be a bedroom that we're in. There's the window for it, the big egress window. Yeah, that's an exciting thing right there. And here we have the second bedroom, which is missing its back wall. So it's kind of harder to see this one. But the wall's gonna end somewhere a little bit past this post. And I'll do like a back long shot for you guys to see because it's probably kind of difficult to see like this. So the plumbers, let me see here. Oh, here we go. They put in all new lines up in the ceiling. If you guys remember, we had old copper pipe that was hanging down through the entire basement. So obviously to drywall that into a ceiling, it's not gonna work very well if there's pipes hanging down. So the plumbers had to put all of the plumbing up into the ceiling, which was a big job for them, which they just completed. So here's the other thing that they did today. And this is also where the sewer line was cut for the half bath here. They made a brand new pipe that goes straight up to the half bath up there in the ceiling. And this is where it was cut down here, but it really did not wind up being a big deal that it was cut. They were able to, they were gonna take those pipes out anyway, fortunately. So it didn't cost us anything extra except for 5 days of no laundry or other things that we had to deal with. So anyways, getting back to what the plumbers did today, here are the pipes for the toilet and the shower. So that's where the bathroom's gonna go. It's just like, Brian will tell you, I can't visualize anything. Like, if you tell me a plan or you sit down and draw something out, I can't visualize it at all. So for me to see this is really exciting because I'm like, oh, okay, that's where that's gonna go. Anyways, so that's the bathroom back there. We can see we hauled all that concrete back out of there. So for our projects this week, what we have to do is, I'll show you guys, all of these registers are marked with orange, or not the registers, but the heat ducts. They're marked with orange everywhere that there is a piece of tape. This is the tape here. Oh, no, let me see here. No, there it is. That's the tape. So that tape is asbestos tape, and the heating company cannot legally touch that asbestos tape, so it's the job for Brian and I to put some masks on and some gloves and remove all that tape. So that's what we got to do this week. So week 3's projects, we have number 1, remove the asbestos tape, take out two ducts that are useless. The heating guy said you guys can do it and save yourselves a little bit of money. Not much, but a little bit. So we'll do it. That's not gonna be too hard, but that's gotta be done this week. The other thing we have to do, because our contractor said, well, the framing is going really well, which is a great thing. However, I wanna start on that staircase that's gonna go down the middle of these closets here next week. So what that means is we have to demo the island of closets this weekend. So Brian has a 3-day weekend and we will be spending it doing this, which is fine because actually it's really exciting. Honestly, we wouldn't do anything else for Memorial Day because we're pretty lame people. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do house projects, which we love. It gets us super excited. We work really well together, fortunately, so we have a lot of fun doing it. My mom is generous enough to watch our children while we do all this, so we send the kids off to Grandma's house, and then Brian and I spend an entire weekend going to the dump, demoing out walls, and doing all sorts of stuff. So it's fun, it really is, it's exciting. So for week 3, we have heating decks, demoing out the closet. We talked about maybe starting to rip this carpet out here. I don't know if we're gonna get to that, but I'll keep you guys updated if we do get to that. I'll try and get a couple videos uploaded of what we've done so far, like demoing out some of the basement and cleaning that out if you guys wanna see it. I also have the wall demo here. I wanna do a video on our method to demo out the plaster, because it's a pain to demo out plaster, but I think we figured out a really easy, good way to do it. So I will post a video of that, but I think that's all for this week, guys. I hope it wasn't too scatterbrained and all over the place. That's just kind of how our lives are at the moment. I just haven't had a chance to just like actually sit down with the camera. I tried to do it earlier today, and there was like so much banging and sawing and things going on that you couldn't hear me anyway. So here we are. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys are having fun seeing all of the progress that we've made. We are having a blast watching this come together. Even the minor inconveniences like losing the kitchen and the laundry, it was no big deal. We got through it, we did it. Obviously we're gonna have a lot more inconveniences coming down the road, but it's exciting stuff. We're really excited. Kitchen cabinets come in 2.5 weeks, I think, so we'll start getting the upstairs done too. And then I think that staircase will also start happening next week. So yeah, keep following, keep watching, like and subscribe if you can. That would help us out a lot. And I hope you guys have a great week, and we'll see you next week.